Most car owners think fluid changes are simple. Drain, refill, done. But here's the brutal truth. One small mistake during a fluid change can quietly destroy your engine, transmission, or brakes, and you won't even know until it's too late. In this video, we're breaking down 10 stupid but common fluid change mistakes that wreck cars fast. These aren't rare slip-ups. They're the kind of things mechanics see every day. And if you've ever changed your oil, topped off coolant, or flushed your transmission, chances are you've already made one of them. Let's fix that. Because your car doesn't need more fluids. It needs smarter care. Mistake number 1, using the wrong fluid type. This one sounds obvious, but it's the most dangerous mistake people make. Every fluid in your car, engine oil, transmission fluid, brake fluid, coolant, is designed to work with specific materials, temperatures, and pressure levels. Using the wrong type can cause chemical breakdowns, corrosion, or total system failure. Take engine oil for example. If your car needs synthetic 5W30 and you pour in conventional 10W40, you're messing with viscosity, flow rate, and heat resistance. That thicker oil might not reach critical engine parts fast enough, especially during cold starts. Over time, it leads to wear, sludge buildup, and even oil starvation. Same with transmission fluid. Automatic transmissions are incredibly sensitive to fluid chemistry. Using Dexron instead of Mercon or vice versa can ruin clutch packs, cause slipping, and trigger expensive rebuilds. And brake fluid? Mixing DOT3 with DOT5 is a recipe for disaster. DOT5 is silicone-based and doesn't mix with glycol-based fluids. The result? Boiling fluid, vapor lock, and total brake failure. Always check your owner's manual, not Google, not a forum, not what your cousin swears by. The wrong fluid doesn't just reduce performance, it shortens your car's life. Mistake number 2, not flushing the system properly. Draining old fluid isn't enough. If you don't flush the system, you're leaving behind contaminants, moisture, and degraded additives that keep attacking your car from the inside. Let's talk coolant. Over time, coolant breaks down and becomes acidic. It starts eating away at metal surfaces, gaskets, and even the water pump. If you just drain the radiator and refill it, you're leaving half the old coolant in the engine block and heater core. That leftover acid keeps corroding your system. Same with brake fluid. It absorbs moisture from the air, which lowers its boiling point. If you don't flush the lines properly, you're leaving water in the system. That leads to rust in the calipers and master cylinder, and spongy brakes when you need them most. Transmission fluid, if you only drop the pan and refill, you're replacing maybe 40% of the fluid. The rest is still circulating through the torque converter and cooler lines. That old fluid keeps breaking down clutch material and overheating the transmission. A proper flush means pushing fresh fluid through the entire system until it runs clean. Yes, it takes more time. Yes, it costs more. But it's the difference between a healthy car and a ticking time bomb. Mistake number 3, overfilling or underfilling fluids. This one's sneaky. Most people think more is better, especially with oil. But overfilling can be just as dangerous as running low. When you overfill engine oil, the crankshaft starts whipping the oil into foam. That foam doesn't lubricate, it actually causes oil starvation. Your bearings, camshaft, and lifters start grinding against each other. And if the pressure builds too high, and it can blow out seals or damage the oil pump. Underfilling is just as bad. Low oil means less cooling, less lubrication, and more friction. Your engine runs hotter, wears faster, and eventually seizes. Transmission fluid, same story. Too much fluid causes aeration and pressure spikes. Too little causes slipping, overheating, and gear damage. Even power steering and brake fluid levels matter. Overfilling can cause leaks or damage seals. Underfilling leads to poor performance and dangerous failures. Always check levels with the engine at the right temperature, on a level surface, and using the correct dipstick procedure. Don't guess, don't eyeball, measure. Mistake number 4, ignoring fluid change intervals. I'll change it when it looks dirty. That mindset kills cars. Fluids don't just get dirty, they lose their chemical properties over time. Oil loses viscosity, coolant loses anti-corrosion additives, brake fluid absorbs moisture, transmission fluid breaks down under heat. Waiting until fluids look bad means you've already gone too far. By the time oil turns black and sludgy, it's already damaging your engine. By the time coolant turns brown, it's already corroding your radiator. By the time brake fluid looks cloudy, your calipers are rusting from the inside. Manufacturers set fluid change intervals for a reason. They're based on lab testing, real-world driving, and long-term durability. Ignoring them doesn't save money. It just delays the bill until it's 10 times bigger. Set reminders, track mileage, and don't wait for symptoms. Preventive maintenance is always cheaper than repairs. Mistake number 5, not bleeding the system after a fluid change. This one's especially common with brake and coolant systems. After you change the fluid, you have to bleed the system to remove trapped air. If you don't, that air causes major problems. In brakes, air compresses. Unlike fluid, which transfers pressure instantly, air creates a soft, spongy pedal. That means delayed braking, poor control, and longer stopping distances. In an emergency, that delay could be fatal. In cooling systems, trapped air creates hot spots. Air pockets prevent coolant from reaching certain parts of the engine, causing localized overheating. That can warp the head, crack the block, or blow the head gasket. Bleeding isn't optional. It's the final step that makes the fluid change actually work. Use a proper bleeding procedure, whether it's gravity bleeding, vacuum bleeding, or using a scan tool to cycle ABS valves, and always check for bubbles, not just fluid flow. Mistake number 6, reusing old fluid or containers. This one's more common than you'd think. Some people try to reuse old fluid to save money, others store fresh fluid in dirty containers. Both are a fast track to disaster. Used fluid is contaminated. It contains metal particles, moisture, degraded additives, and chemical byproducts. Reusing it means pouring wear and corrosion back into your system. Even storing fresh fluid in an old bottle can be risky. Residue from previous fluids can mix and cause chemical reactions. Moisture from the air can get in and degrade brake fluid or coolant. Dirt and dust can settle and clog filters or passages. Always use fresh, sealed fluid from a trusted brand. And never mix fluid types unless the label explicitly says it's compatible. Your car isn't a chemistry experiment. It's a machine that depends on clean, stable fluids to survive. Mistake number 7, changing fluids. When the engine is cold or too hot, timing matters. A lot of people change fluids without thinking about engine temperature, but doing it at the wrong time can lead to incomplete drainage, inaccurate readings, or even injury. Let's start with oil. If you drain it when the engine is cold, the oil is thicker and clings to internal surfaces. That means you're leaving behind sludge, metal particles, and degraded additives. Warm oil flows better and carries contaminants out more effectively. Ideally, you want the engine to be warm but not hot. Run it for a few minutes, then let it cool slightly before draining. Now flip the scenario. If you try to change coolant or transmission fluid when the engine is hot, you're risking burns and pressure explosions. Coolant systems are pressurized when hot. Opening the radiator cap too soon can release scalding steam and boiling fluid. Same with transmission fluid. It expands when hot, and draining it immediately can cause splashing or inaccurate refill levels. The sweet spot? Warm enough for good flow, cool enough for safety, respect the temperature, and your fluid change will be cleaner, safer, and more effective. Mistake number 8, forgetting to replace or clean filters during fluid changes. Fluids don't work alone. They rely on filters to stay clean and effective, but many DIers forget this step entirely. Take engine oil. The oil filter traps metal shavings, carbon deposits, and sludge. If you change the oil but leave the old filter, you're pumping fresh oil through a dirty screen. That filter might be clogged, reducing oil pressure and flow. Worse, it could go into bypass mode, letting unfiltered oil circulate through your engine. Transmission filters are even more critical. They catch clutch material, metal particles, and varnish. If you skip replacing the filter during a fluid change, you're leaving behind the very debris that caused the fluid to degrade in the first place. That debris keeps circulating and damaging internal components. Even power steering systems have filters, often hidden inside the reservoir. and some coolant systems use mesh screens or inline filters to catch rust and scale. Fluid changes without filter changes are like showering in dirty water. You're going through the motions, but the damage continues. Mistake number 9, not checking for leaks after a fluid change. You've drained, refilled, and cleaned up. Job done, right? Not quite. One of the most dangerous mistakes is walking away without checking for leaks. A loose drain plug, a cracked gasket, or an over-tightened fitting can cause slow leaks that go unnoticed for days. By the time you spot the puddle in your driveway, the damage may already be done. Oil leaks can starve your engine. Transmission leaks can cause slipping and overheating. Coolant leaks can lead to overheating and warped components. Brake fluid leaks, that's a safety hazard waiting to happen. Always inspect the area after a fluid change. Look for drips, wet spots, or residue. Run the engine briefly and recheck. And don't forget to monitor fluid levels over the next few days. A leak doesn't always show up immediately, but catching it early can save your car. Mistake number 10, using tap water instead of distilled water in coolant mixes. This one feels harmless, but it's a silent killer. When mixing coolant, some people use tap water instead of distilled. It seems fine at first, but tap water contains minerals, like calcium and magnesium, that cause scale buildup inside your radiator, heater core, and water pump. Over time, that buildup restricts flow, reduces cooling efficiency, and leads to overheating. Even worse, minerals can react with coolant additives, reducing their effectiveness. That means less corrosion protection, less heat transfer, and more wear on internal components. Distilled water is stripped of minerals. It's clean, neutral, and safe for your cooling system. If you're mixing your own coolant, always use distilled, not filtered, not bottled, not rainwater, just distilled. It's a tiny detail with massive consequences. Fluid changes aren't just routine maintenance, they're the lifeblood of your car's health. And the mistakes we've covered today, they're not just rookie errors, they're silent killers that mechanics see every day. But here's the good news. Every one of these mistakes is preventable. With a little knowledge, a little care, and a little attention to detail, you can keep your car running smoother, longer, and safer than ever. So, next time you pop the hood, don't just change the fluid. Change the way you think about maintenance. Because smart care isn't about doing more, it's about doing it right. If this video helped you avoid even one of these mistakes, hit that like button. Share it with someone who's about to do a fluid change. And subscribe for more real-world car care that actually makes sense. Your car deserves better. And now you know how to give it.